Clipboard. Intelligence report. March 31st, 2026. Noon Pacific. Story 1. Axios npm supply chain attack deploys cross-platform RAT. Attackers compromised the npm account of the primary Axios maintainer and published two malicious versions, 1.14.1 and 0.30.4, injecting a fake dependency called plain crypto.js that drops a remote access trojan on Windows, macOS, and Linux. The hacker news. The attack was highly coordinated. The malicious dependency was staged 18 hours in advance. 3 OS-specific payloads were pre-built. Both release branches were hit within 39 minutes, and the malware self-destructs to evade forensic detection. With 83 million weekly downloads, Axios is embedded in countless front-end, back-end, and enterprise applications. The hacker news. Developers should immediately downgrade to safe versions, 1.14.0 or 0.30.3. Rotate all secrets and credentials on affected systems, and audit lockfiles for the compromised package versions. SOCRadar. Story 2. Citrix NetScaler CVE 2026-3055. Under active exploitation. CISA issued an urgent warning after CVE 2026-3055. A critical out-of-bounds red vulnerability in Citrix NetScaler ADC and gateway entered active exploitation. The flaw leaks application memory from internet-facing appliances configured as SAML identity providers. CISA. Attackers are using the vulnerability to obtain authenticated administrative session IDs, which can be leveraged for account abuse, lateral movement, and deeper network penetration. The bug sits at the trust boundary between users and critical systems. LinkedIn. Organizations should patch the vendor fix builds immediately. Remove SAML IDP exposure where patching is delayed, and audit logs for unusual SAML token activity or session spikes. LinkedIn. Story 3. F5 big IP flaw upgraded to critical 9.8 RCE. Now exploited. A previously disclosed F5 big IP APM vulnerability, initially rated as a high-severity denial of service issue, has been reclassified as a critical 9.8 remote code execution flaw and is now being exploited in the wild. CISA. Unauthenticated attackers can achieve full system compromise via crafted HTTP requests. Big IP appliances are foundational infrastructure for load balancing, SSL offloading, and application delivery across enterprise and government networks. Security weak. All organizations running big IP APM should apply the updated patch immediately and monitor for indicators of compromise on exposed instances. CISA. Story 4. Fortinet 40 client EMS SQL injection exploitation begins. Active exploitation has begun targeting a critical SQL injection vulnerability in Fortinet's 40 client enterprise management server EMS. The flaw allows unauthenticated attackers to execute arbitrary code remotely via crafted HTTP requests. Security weak. 40 client EMS manages endpoint security policies across organizations, meaning a compromise could give attackers control over endpoint configurations and security agent deployments enterprise-wide. InfoSec. Security teams should patch 40 client EMS urgently, restrict network access to management interfaces, and monitor for unauthorized database queries or anomalous HTTP traffic. Security weak. Story 5. WordPress Smart Slider 3 flaw exposes 800,000 plus sites. Digital wellness. A high-severity vulnerability, CVE 2026-3098, has been disclosed in Smart Slider 3, one of the most widely used WordPress Slider plugins, with over 800,000 active installations at risk of sensitive data exposure. CISA. The flaw allows attackers to access protected site data without proper authorization, putting site owners, their businesses, and their visitors' personal information at risk. A digital wellness concern affecting hundreds of thousands of web presences. CISA. Site administrators should update Smart Slider 3 to the patched version immediately. Review access logs for suspicious requests, and audit their broader plugin inventory for similar risks. CISA. Movie clapboard. Title. Axios hacked. Citrix NF5 exploited. Fortinet breached. 800K WordPress sites exposed. Cyber news. Label tag. Tags. Cybersecurity news. Axios supply chain attack. NPM hack. Citrix NetScaler vulnerability. CVE 2026-3055. F5 big IP exploit. Remote code execution. Fortinet 40 client EMS. SQL injection. WordPress vulnerability. Smart Slider 3. CISA alert. Data breach. Hacking news. Cyber attack today. Malware. Rat Trojan. Patch now. InfoSec. Cybersecurity 2026. Supply chain security. Critical vulnerability. Exploit in the wild. Website security. Endpoint security. Memo. Description. Red circle. Breaking cybersecurity news. March 31st, 2000.